Sorry, I know he's your friend, but goddamn, he's annoying. You know, this fucking Greek guy, man, he's just, you know, it's one thing for me, right? Streamers playing the politics. I stay in my own lane. If there's a big event where I can gain a lot, if it doesn't fit with me or there's something I gotta give in terms of like my views, I ain't doing it. So in my book, I have every right to, you know, kind of call out the shit for what it is. But this Greek guy, man, I'm getting to a point where I don't think he can talk, okay? Wherever the highest view count is, motherfucker is available and ready. I know you're gonna see this, Greek. You are a shameless motherfucker these days. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Crazy. You can't behave that way and then cry about the way everyone else is. You can't. You understand me? You can't do it. I saw that tweet about the guy who said he needs your luck for a CS knife. Sheesh, joke's on him. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker ain't getting a knife for at least 2 years. I've been wanting to delete my tweet about the gun stuff for a while now because, like, man, Twitter pisses me off. Like, Twitter didn't allow me to, like, express what I wanted to express properly, you know? It's like, I don't believe in guns should be taken away, right? My point here was if everyone came together and, like, went on strike. Because right now, like, the lobbyists and these gun guys, like, they'll say they're defending your rights and everyone's trying to take away this and that, but they're just defending their fucking pockets. If there's one thing I learned in politics, and this is the one in common shit that both sides have. It's that the leaders never practice what they preach. They only preach what you want to hear. They don't practice it because they don't believe in that shit themselves. And they preach it to make money. That's it. That's both sides. That's what I've fucking learned through my 31 years on the planet. Okay? So it's like, I just wish people understood this better, right? When I say no one should have to take away your guns, you should offer to give them up. This wasn't me saying you should all walk in and just give your guns up. It's about the message that it sends. It's about everyone has a point. And like, if you don't feel this way, there was something seriously fucking wrong with you, in my opinion. It wasn't about the literal, actual, America's too far gone for that. There is no point that I can see America, even in a perfect world scenario where all the guns are gone, right? America's too far gone. But what we need is at least a coming together of, regardless of party, regardless of beliefs, and some sort of stance against the lobbyists that are preventing any change from going through, right? It's just crazy to me. It's crazy. The problem with that rhetoric of if you're not a hunter, then you don't need a gun. You know what I mean? If you start saying that, then everyone's gonna become a hunter. You know what I'm saying? So like that's not the way to go with it. You know what I'm saying? It's a mental health and family unit issue. It's not only a mental health and family unit issue, it's also an accessibility issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an accessibility issue. Like, I want to give an example of Canada, because like there's things I know, but I don't want to, even though it'd be a great metaphor, it'd be a great like example to bring up, right? Like of the accessibilities and like what you need to do to get one, right? But I don't want, we're not going to go there. But like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's an accessibility thing. This argument of people saying, oh, well, if you don't make them accessible, people will just purchase them illegally. It's like, listen, if somebody's smart enough to purchase a fully automatic rifle illegally, and this ain't the movies, right? It ain't the movies where you just make a phone call, right? Like, you have to be smart to, you know, access one and either A, not get fucked over or killed by the people you're accessing it from, or B, not get caught in some sting operation where you literally go to fucking jail, right? Like, if you're smart enough to go through that and access one illegally, a fully automatic rifle, right, with all the ammunition, then believe me, I think for the most part, you're probably rational and right, like in the sense where you're not going to commit some crazy shit like that. So it's like this argument that, well, people can obtain them illegally. No crazy motherfucker that like is you know what I'm saying? Like, not really. Okay, buddy. Yeah, let me guess. You can watch a lot of fucking action movies. Yeah, like I don't want fucking some of you guys it's like some of you guys sit at home and you're as virgin as it gets. I'm not talking about sex. I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about like shit, the real shit, right? I'm talking about the actual like killing and shit like that. You're a virgin to all that. So why the fuck are you opening your mouth and telling me not really? You don't know shit. If you got punched in the face around, you'd probably cry, go to your parents and sue. Why the fuck are you telling me how the fuck it works? Like, I'm just so confused. This motherfucker thinks he can look up on Craigslist, fully AR, assuming times where everything is illegal, right? You can't access it through any bullshit, right? You have to go through some fucking dark arms dealer that's selling through Underground Railroad or some shit. Like, motherfucker thinks he can just go up and, like, the fuck? Don't people already do that? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, you're so stupid. Bro, at this point, America is past being fixable. Brother, it's not past being repaired, like, at all. It just... I think here's what it is. Right now, I don't think it's even a gun issue. I think the first thing that needs to be solved in order to fix the gun issue is the party issue. All these motherfuckers that put, you know, this shooting into their fucking titles and talking about it as content. What do you think they're doing? Are they going on and trying to bring people together, trying to bring the sides together to figure something out? No, they're further splitting the sides. They're further causing a war, saying, hey, this is our side. Look what happened. Look what they're going to say. They're going to say it wasn't this, right? That's all they're doing, right? Like, until the day people realize they're fucking puppets and sheep, and all of their leaders of each political side are just fucking playing the game. It's all one big fucking business plan. Like, until we solve that issue and we come together, whether it's through some sort of centrist government or centrist party where we all come together and we follow reason and fucking logic rather than fucking these bullshit arguments that they keep giving, and each argument from each side is just a warp of logic. It's a warp. Do you understand? If you put down what they're saying, you know, into a proof, it makes sense. But if you really look deeper, it's a warping. It's a perversion of logic. Do you understand? It's manipulation. I'm telling you, bro, each side of each political party, they brainwash you to get, and here's the craziest part, they brainwash you to abandon reason and logic. That's what they do. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I'm telling you, bro, like, I lose my mind every day reading some of this shit. If anybody was untouched by this world and looked into it just using logic and reason, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why the fuck? Oh man. The crazy part is the Republicans and the Democrats are actually on the same side, and it's all a fucking show. No, they're not on the same side. The leaders wouldn't let that happen. We're not gonna lie, you don't look like you know what you're talking about, but somehow you kinda 1,000 IQ. Yeah, I get that. A lot, actually. It's crazy to me, bro. Like, I wish I was more mentally clear right now. I'm still kind of foggy, and like, I just woke up, so I'm just kind of like not fully connected, but so I wish I could really go deep into it and explain passionately, because that's kind of how I explain shit, very passionately, but I just can't right now. It's just like, it's so frustrating for me. And the craziest part is, I know there will be a time in the future, whether it's 50 years from now or 100 years from now or 10 years, where everything I'm saying here will be what's considered woke. I'm telling you, bro, like, to all the people that high road and virtue signal online, that pretend to be so fucking smart, and maybe they are, it is crazy how they cannot see past their own political party into what really is going on. Like, what causes one to be so blind to literally let the leaders they follow just whip their dick out and smack them in the face, and somehow they see it as, oh, thank you for blessing me with your cock? Like, what's caused us to get there, you know? No one's figuring anything out. Everyone is just preaching what they need to preach to keep the division going, because division equals money and more power. That's all it is. I mean, do you not find it odd that the very leaders, even of the good side, they will preach and preach and preach the most ideal shit ever. They'll sell you hope, what the world should be, if people just listen to them. And then you literally put a magnifying glass on their life, and they can preach it, but they never apply anything they preach. They don't practice it. They talk against what they are, and then somehow they're able to sell to their followers some sort of perverted, extreme comparison of why they don't need to follow it, but they just need to preach it. Preaching it is the service that they need to do, but following it, they don't have to. It doesn't make them a hypocrite. Like, it's the craziest shit ever, bro. It's crazy. Motherfucker, you have not